Last time on Nintendo 64 Quest, Jay set out on a mission to collect 296 N64 games in 14 days with only 20,000 Canadian dollars in support of Alzheimer's. But when he got to his first stop, Game Cycle in our hometown, he was knocked back by the selection and the prices, making him question what he will do going forward. Will he make the right call? Find out on this episode of Nintendo 64 Quest.
While John tallies up all the games, I think I owe the store a lap, just to make sure that there isn't something I can't grab to trade later on. CDI. You don't really see that often. Look at that. CDI games. It's just tucked in the corner of forgotten memories.
The Philips CDI was a gaming and entertainment console that came out in the early to mid 90s. It actually featured games with Mario and Link as well as a slew of other games, most of which weren't memorable. In addition, the device was touted as a next-gen movie machine and all-around educational resource. But it was also awkwardly released as 3 different looking machines with different controllers.
I'm a big fan of the 90s obscure full motion video games. We're in big trouble now because I see a stack of them and I want these for my collection. But unless there's something really rare or unique, I just don't have the budget to spare. I don't have the cash. Final Fantasy 3 box, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. $249, $299.
Chrono Trigger?
Not super nice. Chrono Trigger, yeah. But that's, again, right, it's not super rare. So here, oh, PS1 stuff. Oh yeah, let's take a look at your NES prototypes, man.
So definitely not something we see every day, but
Dude, that's so great. Kicks is one of my favorite. And I noticed these guys don't have any prices on them.
they don't.
So as I'm looking around, John calls me over to show me some rare and unique NES prototype games. Me. This is exactly the kind of thing I don't want to leave behind, but man, this could cost me a fortune.
I honestly don't know what to sell them for because it's something I never
$5.
ever see. So they've honestly just been hiding in the back while I do research on,
So
on
wicked.
what I should sell them for.
Yeah, you never see this stuff. Like, yeah.
Definitely one of the cooler things we've seen in the shop in the 11 years we've been here.
Yeah, man, these are a real treat to see. Kicks. One of my favorites.
What would you let them go for?
I honestly have no idea. I can't
What would you feel comfortable letting them go for?
From what I've seen on the internet, similar ones, different titles, are selling somewhere around $2,000. So that's the base price that I've seen for them on my limited research. But
what would you let them go for?
what I let them go for,
Or
we sweat over here.
borrow them, right? And borrow them, and then bring them back maybe some other time.
Oh, I see.
No.
What did you need to borrow them for?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I wouldn't even know what to offer you for these things, man. These are priceless. It's just such a gamble, and I haven't even figured out a price for the N64 games yet. Unfortunately, those NES prototype carts, they just have to wait for another day.
All right, so what was the number that you had going into this?
Rough, and that's a lot to count up. 17.
1,700?
Yeah. Keep in mind, my big concern now is the limit we have for.
You can always go to a bank machine, and they'll give you money. It's just a limit on the card.
Okay.
So you can always go into like a Royal or a Canada Trust or wherever, and they will give
Are you sure?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
I guess they can't stop you from taking out your money. But as far as debit purchases go, it's 2.
That's right.
Okay.
So-
That's good. Okay.
You figured 1,700, not even 10% of your budget for all the major heavy hitters.
Like rough calculations, rough. That's what I came up with Conker. That's no tax. I'm hoping we at least get no tax.
Which is another 13%.
Yeah. I mean, the prices they're reasonable. They're pretty good, as it is. I don't know. Let's go see what John has to say. Okay, buddy.
All right.
You've had like 10, 20 minutes.
That's right.
What are you thinking?
There's 57 games here.
It's pretty good.
Our total comes to 2,200. What are you comfortable with?
I'm completely destroyed. The calculations I came up with in my head was around 1,700, and they come back at me with 2,200. That's $500 more than I was willing to pay. That's just too big of a gap. So I did a rough, like, is that tax in and everything?
Yep. Every price in the store is tax in.
I did a rough count at 17.
Sure. Yeah, I can do 17 for you.
Just like that.
Hey, I want to help out. It's for a good cause. You guys have always been good to us.
Okay, that's Conker's in here.
Conker's in there.
And the Tony Hawk.
Yep, I did pull out a couple of duplicates that were in there.
Did I mess up
two
already?
copies. There was 2 copies of GoldenEye. There was 2 copies of Diddy Kong. So I took those out for you.
Need 2 GoldenEyes. This is just a complete 180 of emotions for me. I go from hyper stressed to now having relief and just utter happiness. This is just so amazing.
Is it a deal?
Yeah, I think that's a deal, buddy. Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. It was, pretty much what I expected. You guys are great, so we luckily we had a good amount of stock to help you guys out. It's a great cause, so it's something that I think needs as much help as it can get to get solved. So I'm not too hurt about taking a $500 hit.
What do you think he should do in order to hit 296 games in 14 days?
I mean, I would say get to as many places as you can. It's a sparse console at the moment, hard to find, so popular. So, I mean, as many places as you can get, that's probably your best bet. He's got somewhere around 200 left, so yeah, I think he can do it as long as other stores are as willing to work with you guys as we were here at GameSide.
Dude, that was great. I was actually amazed that I added it up right. So, hey, congrats to me for that.
You said 1,700. They came at you with 22. That's a big gap.
Yeah.
It's like 25% difference, right?
And it was just like, that was it. He's like, what do you feel comfortable with? I'm like, 17. He's like, okay. And then like always I look at you, I'm like, really? Did you just say that? Like, okay.
How do you feel about that?
Dude, that's a huge savings. If we're gonna get a savings like that, it's gonna be there, right? So I wanted to support John. I love that store. And I don't feel bad about that because he believes in the cause we're doing. So obviously if he's gonna be losing money, I don't think he would have accepted it. He would have came up a bit. So he's still making some. We got like some fairly rare-ish ones, Conker being the rarest, but we got like most of the big titles.
Like the marquee, like greatest hits, you mean?
Yeah, Mario Kart, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, Donkey Kong. Yeah, Mario Kart, right?
You're just logging them in your app right now?
Just logging them in my app. But the great thing about Mario Kart, it all goes with Mario Kart.
So already you've made a double.
He said he double checked. It's my fault. We have 2 Mario Karts, so.
Well, now you got some to trade.
Yeah.
So the first store is under your belt. Yeah, it was more of a friendly encounter because we knew the folks there. How does it feel to be questing again?
It feels good. The adventure continues. The adventure never ends. We're in Sarnia at Total Play in this kind of secret lair kind of thing. It's really kind of cool. And we're here to get more 64 games. Hilarious. So I was counting on the way here. I got 10 doubles. 10 doubles, and not only that, 3 Perfect Darks and 2 Smash Brothers, 3 Smash Brothers. So I've had a few hours to think about it since our last stop, and we're only doing this in 14 days. I think just grabbing pretty much everything we can see, as long as it's reasonably priced, is probably the best thing to do. We're not gonna have a ton of options. You know me, it's pretty scary. It gives me that feeling in my gut, but.
Where's the fear come from? Running out of money or running out of time?
Running out of money. 100%.
Well, you're doing good so far. Except for those doubles.
Except for not only that, some of them are like $59, $69. Oh, I just don't worry about that.
Basically, the $500 you saved, the 10 doubles are like.
I never really thought of it like that, but yeah.
All right, you ready to do this, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Hey, dude.
How's it going?
What's going on? How are you?
Doing good, man. Doing good. How about yourself?
Good. This is an interesting location.
Right?
For sure, yeah.
A little hidden for sure.
Good to meet you, I'm Jay.
Hi, Jay. Steve.
Steve, how are you?
Great, great, good. Hello, and welcome to Total Play. We're at 415 Exmouth Street here in Sarnia, Ontario. I've been here about 2 years now, roughly, but I've been doing this for about 10 years. Long time. Started as a backpacker, moved to flea markets, and now I'm in a big boy store. In video game retailing, it's condensing. It's sort of going into a little bit of different marketplaces and making sure you're getting the most popular things. Before, everyone just bought everything, and I think there's a lot of stores that are sitting on dead stock, which is tough for obviously paying the bills. So you have to go into different avenues, like trading cards and things like that, to help make that an affordable experience. We've owned almost all the top cartridge-based games in general. Hagani in box has been my biggest, probably a big one. I personally collected Mega Man, and I've had almost all complete in box Mega Man games, which is fantastic. Almost all, not all, unfortunately. But we've been lucky. In this area, there's not a whole lot available, so people all come to us, which is great.
We're here looking for 64 games right here.
64 games,
There
yes.
we go.
We got a few of them in here. They are obviously the hottest tickets pretty well in the Nintendo family, so it's hard to ever keep them in stock. That's for sure.
Yeah, they've really taken off over the last couple of years, haven't they? I guess it's about that time, right?
You got them.
This is the second stop of the day, and believe me, it's not any easier than the first. So what would you say, what do you have for rarity? What do you have for rare stuff?
For rare stuff,
Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot in the rarity department. More of some uncommon ones, like this guy is a little more uncommon, I would say. Not specifically expensive or rare,
Right.
rare, but more uncommon. And there's a lot of. I was gonna say, where's that other one? This guy right here is a little weirder to find too. Just as a
Monaco?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not specifically exciting either. Just a weird one.
Anything boxed at all, or just all
We do
loose?
have some box stuff over here.
there we go.
It's a combination of complete in box and just a box. It's a bit of a gamble, depending on what it is. It's a lot mostly for the show of. A lot of people like that show, but there's a few in there that do have actual games.
So the first thing that sticks out is that there is no rare games here, so it looks like I'm digging for commons, which is fine because I need them all, but it's just way less exciting. The second thing is the box section is a real mess. There could be empty boxes, there could be complete games. It's gonna take a lot of time and effort to go through all these. Okay, so is that Quake empty at the bottom?
Quake, let's find out.
This guy right here.
Way down here at the bottom. That is just the box.
Just the box, okay.
That's why it's all alone. Yep.
Okay.
That's a good one.
All right, let's see. That's right. So, excuse me, some don't have prices on them.
Yes. Yeah, I can let you know what they are. We got all in our back end, yeah.
So how often are you guys getting this stuff traded in?
No, it's pretty good. The issue is we got like a list of so many people that are looking for X amount of games automatically. So before they even hit the shelves, they're gone.
They're gone, right?
Kind of how it goes. But it's definitely been very popular recently. There's been a recent uptick for sure in it.
So if we get a bunch in bulk, can we do like a package
Some
deal?
love? I can give you some love, buddy.
Some love?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna have to consult my list. We just started, but we did get a few in the last location.
Very cool.
So just give me a few seconds just to do some calculations.
Absolutely.
Sorry, the asteroids doesn't have a price?
It doesn't. That is $24.99.
24. Okay.
That's a very clean card as well.
And the Bust a Move 99?
Bust a Move 99 we had at $49.99. Fun story about this, I paid way more than sticker price by accident on this. I did it on a fly. I was out in a show, and I was like, man, I've never seen that, never owned it. Sticker price at 70 or something like that on it. I was like, I'm just gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it myself, and I looked at, wow, definitely got hosed. But it's okay, because it was still cool. It's a cool story to have, so.
And I might have a few doubles, actually, if you're interested in
I love trades.
doing trades. Okay.
Happy to do so, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
The 64 controller has to go down in time as one of the most weirdly beloved, hated controllers ever made, right?
The Nintendo 64 controller it felt like something from a different dimension.
Is that the one that had like the weird little awkward holding one with the little trigger underneath, and it had like the weird design that was just awkward to hold?
It's iconic, and I'm sure that's a word that's overused, but you know as soon as you see the silhouette of it, exactly what it is.
The Nintendo 64 controller, wow. Looking back, not the best, but at the time, also not the best.
I'm left-handed. I actually enjoyed the controller.
Odd design choice, but very iconic, and it set them apart from all the other gaming consoles that were out.
Almost everybody I knew held it differently.
I remember holding it this way, then holding it that way, holding it on the outsides, and I was just trying to figure out the little trigger button on the back, and everything that I was doing just didn't feel natural to me. I was so used to the Nintendo controllers, all of those things.
The 3 different handles for it, you almost looked at this thing like it was alien, like, what do I do with this?
How am I going to play all 3 joysticks at the same time? Then you realize, oh, they designed it pretty smartly, where you have different constructions and different configurations of that controller.
My hands are big enough as they are, so when holding a 64 controller proper, like how it tells you to do it in the manual, like my knuckles were colliding, and my fist, I was like, I don't even know how to hold this thing.
I thought for a first iteration of what we were getting for an analog was really innovative.
When people complain about the N64 controller, I'm like, this is the most innovative controller ever made in the history of games. Forget about it.
This wasn't your standard D-pad and buttons. No, you had this new thing, an analog stick, and several new buttons that you had to experiment with.
Here you had something that felt stable, that felt sturdy, that felt good in your hands. The thumbstick was responsive and allowed you to go ahead and explore the world in the Nintendo 64 like unlike anything else.
Playing Star Fox on that thing made you feel like you were in the cockpit, didn't it?
The one thing I remember about the controller is the hand burns from playing Mario Party and having to do this to win like certain mini games and stuff. So that's the one thing that comes to mind.
I mean, they had the idea of like whatever, you can play GoldenEye with 2 controllers with that one play style.
The games I think were tailored really well around how that controller worked, and it worked well with it.
It became one of the most ingenious designs for a controller.
It was one of those things where it kind of grew on you.
I feel before the N64 era, controllers weren't really a major focus as far as gameplay mechanics go. I feel that was something that the controller really innovated on.
I have fond memories of it, but it's a little rough now.
I don't know. It just feels like my childhood, really.
With the goal having to get all of them, I should say, I'm gonna take the cellophane off the Game Cycle doubles. I have it all written down on my phone what I paid for them, so I'm gonna see, he'll be interested in some of these because he doesn't have like Smash Brothers and Mario Kart, so I'm sure he'll be really excited. Problem being, it was my error, but I have to get back what I paid for them, so all I can do is put them up and see what he says for a trade, so I think I'm gonna do that.
All right, is there anyone that's piquing your interest? Like, how many are you gonna just try to get them all, like you said, going into this?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna look up a few, so this might take a little longer. I'm gonna look up a few. The Bust a Moves for sure. He didn't have anything super rare. At this point, I'm not too concerned. I think like what we talked about, I just have to get all I can while I can, so.
All right, nervous or Because this isn't like a store that you know, right? And you're hoping that he's going to get some trades to save you some actual cash, and there's nothing like super special. Does this feel just kind of like...
Oddly, I'm not. I was more nervous at Game Cycle. I think that's because we know those guys, and I don't know, this one I'm not really nervous. I got trades by accident, so we're gonna see how that works. Okay. Dude, I definitely gonna check out. I see Manhunt there. Anyway,
yeah.
So I have doubles for you to take a look at.
Sweet, let's go.
Do you want to know what I'm interested in first,
Please.
or how would you like to know?
By all
How would
means,
you like to
let's
go?
pull out whatever you are the most interested in. Let's go from there.
Okay, well, if we're gonna get a package deal, I'm gonna bring out the app just so I don't grab doubles by mistake here. Okay, so 1080.
Oh, which one? I only have 7.
Are they more or less all the same, right? For pricing, doesn't matter the sticker condition. Okay, that's fine.
Maybe for a bulk deal, if it's the uglier one, maybe I can get it a little bit better. But I have so many that I'm just gonna get you the best one.
For sure.
About it.
Okay, let's do the Bust a Moves.
Very cool.
Asteroids.
Beauty.
The Beetle Adventure Racing. Robotron. Dark Rift.
All right.
Just looking. Command and Conker, I think. Madden 2001. FIFA 64. Okay, we'll take the Quarterback Club 98. Excite Bike. Star Wars. The infamous Superman.
Oh, that's
64.
we're about to see.
Just right straight by Vigilante 8.
There he is.
Superman 64 is considered not only one of the worst games and biggest flops of the Nintendo 64 library, but one of the worst games ever made in all of gaming. What promised to be a thrilling 3D adventure that gives you all of Superman's powers also came with controls and missions that somehow feel infected with kryptonite. From the camera angles to the physics, this game just does not feel good and therefore isn't fun. On the flip side, I love any kind of game that has this kind of reputation, making it so good because it's universally loathed. That's noteworthy and that's important.
And we need Vigilante 8 as well.
That is creeping up on
let's start with that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, math here, very easy. There's 50. That one was also in that department. That one's 30. That one is 150. Let's do, oh, there's 200. Okay. 250. So I'm gonna crush these numbers for you. It's 260. It's almost 3. So that'd be 3. This is 24.99. All right, so it's in the ballpark around 350 area. Okay, so
this is sticker price $350.
that is sticker price $350. There's only a couple games in here that I'd say are harder to get. So because of that, I'd give you some love. And I did say if we're doing a little bit of a trade,
sure.
Depending on what you got, I'm interested to see that. But the valuation about $350, I'll knock down and put down about $250 is what I would do. So I'll knock off $100 on those guys because some of them are less exciting. Then you still get the good ones in there as well.
So this is turning out better than I thought. He's already almost willing to take 30% off. Now I just need the trades to eat up the rest. That way, the doubles that I bought by mistake won't end up costing me any money.
On the next episode of Nintendo 64 Quest, Jay finishes up at Total Play and heads to another Game Cycle store in London, Ontario, where he's thrown a massive curveball, an obscure high-priced game he doesn't remember researching. All this and more on the next episode of Nintendo 64 Quest.